Getting a late start today, but it doesn't matter. All rigged up, ready to go. I'll find a place to camp. It's supposed to get cold tonight, but right now, look, the sun is out. The wind is not howling like it's been the last week, day and night. The leaves are turning. I'm ready for adventure. Shadows are growing long. Sun is setting. Traffic is thick because it's like 5:30. See what's up there, would you? I can't see. It's too tall. But I think there's a sign. This is some area. And there's a level spot out of the wind. It's supposed to get real cold tonight. I believe nobody knows about this place but me. I can hear traffic, but I'll probably put my headphones in and enjoy some music and videos that I already downloaded. Looks like a real good stealth camping spot. I think. I can use the viewfinder like a periscope. See how easy it is? I never worry about finding a place. And if I get busted, I don't know what it would be for. There's no trespassing sign. I never leave a scrap of trash and never build a fire. And it doesn't look like anybody ever comes back here. It's not inhabited by homeless or anything. Very nice and secluded. Out of the wind. With a pretty forest. It's extensive. And all I'm doing is spending the night. Then I'll get up and move on. Do some more peddling. Actually, this might not be the best place. Here's why. These lights are probably going to come on when it gets dark. I don't know what those things are, but I think that might be a camera. See that? Which means somebody saw me come off the road if they were paying any attention. I think that's what that is. Is there another one the other direction? I don't know. I'll think it over. There's a deep woods right there. But this looks so cozy because it's nice and flat. No telling what's up. Well, there's hardwoods. Which would mean there's probably a smooth place to camp. I don't know. I don't have to decide right now. But that is the problem with urban camping. The cameras might be everywhere. Makes sense for them to have a camera protecting that box right there. But I've got a trash bag. I never leave a scrap of trash. I never build a fire. So I don't know. I'll think it over. See that? It's a deer just looking at me. Lights just came on. They're growing brighter and brighter. But I think, because there's no wind, I'm just going to roll out my tarp and put my sleeping bag on top of it. The thing is about my sleeping bag, I got a new one on order from Amazon. I'll post a link below. It's a mummy down. It should be good. I got a mummy, but the zipper has split. It's going down to 28 degrees tonight. But without wind, I think I'll be just fine. So instead of putting up the tarp, the reason I don't want to put up the tarp, after those deer came by, 2 men came by. They didn't have any hunting gear, and they walked behind the power unit over there, and I waved to them, but they didn't even see me. So I think they were taking a shortcut, which makes sense if you're walking. They were looking at the ground, making sure they didn't step in anything. And they went from this side to that side. Totally uninterested. I've been here for about an hour and a half. No cops have come by. I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna get cozy. I'm gonna bundle up, jump in my sleeping bag. I'm not gonna put up my tent because of no wind. Not at all. That's nice. But I bet you, I don't know if you can see, stars. So that means no cloud cover, which means it's gonna get real cold tonight. But even if the wind kicks up, I've got a lot of leaves still on these bushes. I've got this wall right here. So I think it's a safe bet for me to just go ahead and unroll my tarp, put out my sleeping bag. I think I'll put a garbage bag under the, around the foot of it because of that broken zipper, and sleep in my clothes without my boots. And I'll see how I fare. I'll let you know. Here we go. Alright, so the lights have come on. And I've taken my sleeping stuff out of my trailer, my bike trailer. I'm going to lay down on the trim rest onto my tarp. And I'm laying my sleeping bag with a broken zipper right on top of that. This is where I'm going to sleep tonight. Unless I get interrupted. I don't think I will. I think it's a secure spot. Should be good. Hey, how did the light flash? These double as my lights in my tent. See that? It's nice. Not supposed to rain. It's supposed to be real cold. But I'm going to put the trash bag over the end of my sleeping bag. And then I might cut open another big black trash bag and use it to seal the broken zipper. I'm also going to sleep with all my clothes and my jacket on, my hat on, without my boots on. I should be just fine here. If not, I'll survive. I'll pack up in 10 seconds and get out of here. It's part of the adventure. Well, there it is, home sweet home. Got the gear. Sleeping bag laid out. Pick off my boots. Turn in for the night. I would say I got kind of lucky. See all these lights where I threw down my sleeping bag. That light right there is burned out. See the traffic going by around there. Good night, Ducky. One of the things I really loved about Stove the Hobo, watching his videos, was his deadpan humor. He was a funny guy. He was also very tough. He and his friends, when they were waiting to hop a train near a train yard, often build a fire when it was cold. Well, that would attract security. But they knew if security was coming, middle-aged men can't see in the dark. And I'm 60 years old. I can't see in the dark either. And, it was just funny that he knew that. And he knew that was the way to avoid capture. You see the flashlights coming, you know it's security. So you grab that, grab your gear, grab your beer, and run off into the woods in the dark, and they could never find you. And you could see them coming at you because of their flashlights. But one time, he got ambushed and surprised somehow, and he had to leave his gear and his beer. He was so depressed. The guy was tough. And he was funny. And I wish he'd had 30 more years of stealth camping and hoboing like I did. So I look at every moment as gravy. And it's going to be a good night.
It's 4:30 in the morning. Looking to take a leap. Feels pretty cold. You can always tell by the rhythm of the traffic how close it is to morning rush hour. I mean, we still got a ways to go. Anyway, I am warm, even though my sleeping bag zipper is broken. I just took this extra plastic garbage bag, just threw it over me, sort of draped it, and it keeps all the body heat from going out, surprisingly. There is a little bit of moisture, but I'm not concerned, because I am still really warm and it doesn't feel like my sleeping bag is soaked. So I'm going to turn over and go back to sleep. Everything is good. I was waiting for dawn so I could film myself packing up. We don't have daylight savings time yet. It'll happen in a couple of days or a couple of weeks, probably this weekend, which means that it gets light earlier. Now it's like 7:30 in the morning, and I want to get going. I can hear all the traffic humming because rush hour is beginning for the morning. But I heard a car door slam, and up walked two young people, all bundled up with 5-gallon buckets. Walked right up to me and they said, "Oh, hey." I said, "Hello." I said, we'll just keep doing what you're doing. It's okay." And I said, "What are you guys doing here?" They said, we're just done our morning rounds, checking the irrigation system, picking up any trash. I said, I have a YouTube channel and I do stealth camping, and that's what I'm doing. And I had my tripod set up, so that is always a good ambassador in a situation like this. They said, no, you're okay. And I said, I saw a bunch of deer. I got some good footage of them. And we talked about that for a little while. And then they said, well, you're all right. You have a good time. And I said, I never leave a mess. And good to talk to you. And so they just gave me my privacy. It was really cool. So anyway, I've only ever run into few people while stealth camping, and usually it's because their dog smells a trail out in the woods and they follow me. I've never camped this urban before, but it was getting dark. I got a late start last night and I didn't get out to the woods I wanted to before the shadows got long, so I just stayed flexible and everything's alright. Now I'm going to pack up. It's still just barely starting to get light. It was not that cold last night. Or I was just warm. Lucky to be warm in a sleeping bag with a broken zipper. So it's a good trip. You know what I'm gonna do though, as long as I'm in town, is head for the nearest Bob Evans and pig out and wash up. We can call that one a good trip. The colder it gets, the crispier the shark gets. Better find the other one. Beautiful fall colors. Stiff headwind up this hill. Carrying my load. Heading home.
to a nice warm shower. When you're in suburbia, there's still a bunch of nature, and it's still beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful day. There's a stiff headwind. It's taken me a few hours to get back. Been breaking into a sweat. It's been tough. Almost home. Look at that sky. And that wind is pushing right in my face. The trees are so pretty.